Alrighty. So here we are, episode 2. Realoddpods, you know how it is. We be making up some stuff and doing some little podcasts, little 10-minute, little nugget of wisdom for you. So basically, in this episode, I want to talk a little bit about addiction and about how, I was at a place where, nothing seemed worth anything, I had to pay $3,000 for a one bedroom, needed 4 roommates, I always thought that, one day I'd be able to get a place and move out my parents, but the economy didn't let me, and I want to say that I made that as an excuse, but even then, even if I worked all week, 5 days a week, I wouldn't have been able to get it, with the conditions that I was at, I felt like if I didn't smoke weed or drink or do other things like that, it was just gonna basically keep ruining me, and I didn't have a stable mindset, I didn't have the ability to be able to switch that. And, I never realized, how much it, really damaged me, And, now I just see how hard it was to be able to, get the motivation to be able to even want to do that because of that reason. Because I knew that I would just give up halfway, or wouldn't follow through with what I said I wanted to, and I realize now that, it was all the people I surrounded myself with, I spent so much time, with other people that literally wasn't helping my cause, No one, thought that, I was going to be a rapper or that I was going to make music or anything like that, so, I guess it kind of hurt me inside, and I think I was just using all that other stuff to just mask it. And so, basically, what I realized is I needed to set boundaries for myself and boundaries away from those type of influences. And, now, I see other people who are, not trying and not caring, and I just let that go, it's not me, so I can control me, and that's how I do it. So, basically, the big lesson here is that don't involve your energy with someone else's energy. If you put too much into someone, then you're not actually going to get anything for yourself. And that's the hard truth of life. You can only love and heal other people so much until it literally hurts you. So just remember that, sometimes we have to let go and let it pass and understand that everything in life happens for a reason, but maybe you don't really have to involve yourself in that reason, So, yeah, so basically, that's the lesson for today. And, so, and another thing, I ended up quitting my other job at McDonald's because, honestly, there was just so much bad juju. There was too much, laziness and people just not caring and making everyone else do everything, and they're just okay with that, and I couldn't do it, I had to, mask my energy even more, and I realized it was affecting my health already, and so, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to take those days off and just enjoy them. And, so, basically, and I did end up, painting this back here, the little Realodd right there. Let's see. Here, I'll move out the way a little bit. 10-minute podcast, you know how it is. So, so I just painted that. I don't know, seemed like fun. So I just I like being able to talk about stuff, even though I'm just talking to a camera right now, But I just feel like it's cool. It's a good experience. Like, I can sit here and just like talk about how like all these things broke me, but realizing now that like they broke me for a reason. I got put in the place I was at for a reason somehow. And to me, I always thought like I always like prayed to God like, come on, please help me through this. Like, help me move on, help me quit doing this stuff. And I felt like I didn't have any faith in that. And now I'm realizing that like I have way more faith than I've ever had. Instead of me worrying about the problems, I just give it to someone else. And a lot of the times that helps. And it's because I truly believe it. You have to believe in your higher power in order for them to actually have power. And every day that we try and we push hard to do something, and sometimes we push too far, and like, just remember, it's always healthy to take a break. It's always healthy to like take a moment and understand that like we can all like have a reason why we that distracted me a little bit. Reason why we take breaks and stuff like that. And understand that everybody has a reason for doing the things that we do. It's just having the actual wisdom to know that like you can't change everything. You can't change people around you. You can't change like certain things. So you don't really have to worry about it at that point. So it's just like we all have reasons why we do certain things, but to like react to things and oh man, my freaking so what? Nothing? Oh, cool. So I guess my freaking camera went out. That's cool. Okay. I guess that just happens. I ran out of memory in my camera, so I had to remove some stuff. But anyways, it just everything has a limit, and sometimes you have to like learn those hard lessons just to understand your limit and understand that like everything happens for a reason. And basically, every day we should cherish it because you should be grateful that you're here, you're breathing. Sometimes the small little things are what helps us in life to like really prosper and actually understand that like you're gonna have hard days. Not everything's gonna be perfectly easy, and we all have to like take that time and realize that, like I said, it's not gonna be easy. So yeah, just hopefully, just try to pray to your higher power and give it to someone else sometimes when you're worrying, because not all the time you can figure it out. Everyone thinks like, oh, that I know so much, or I'm so smart, or this or that. And really, like, it's not always like that, You're going to have those hard times. You're going to have to struggle. You're going to have, like, points where you just have no money and no nothing. And, you just have to be grateful for what little you have instead of worrying about, like, what you could have. Like, if I had $1 million today, I wouldn't just instantly be, like, happy. In fact, I'd be more like, wow, like, did I even deserve this? Like, did someone, like, even it just would feel like a handout, and I wouldn't even want it. I'd just be like, wow, like, this is ridiculous, But that's because I don't really I have a different view about money than most people. And, but yeah, so big lesson here today, pretty much, boundaries, always keep your boundaries and keep your distance from certain people, because eventually you can get to a path where you can understand that you can move on and not worry about what other people are doing, so yeah, so basically have hope, always like understand that life is going to be hard, and not everything's going to be like set in stone, perfect, easy, but just remember to give it to someone else. Don't worry about it, because you don't want to worry too hard and just like make your brain a mess. So, yeah, basically that's the second episode. Real Odd Pods. Let's go. Talk to you guys later. Subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, I'm not really that great at it, but here you go.